Hey guys. Well, I think there are a lot of series. Well, in this video, I'll just talk about. Let me see. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So, what all the things we have seen so far? Just a recap. Just a quick recap. So we have seen users, and then we have seen user groups or groups, you can say anything, and then we have seen a little bit of roles, okay, and then we have added policies and all. But now we'll talk about how can you access AWS. Okay, what are the different ways of accessing AWS? Okay, so the first one is, which we've already been familiarized, which is through management console, which is nothing but you type aws.amazon.com, you'll get the page. And the second one is, which I'm going to talk about, is AWS CLI. What is CLI? And the third one is AWS SDK. And the fourth one, it's just a supplementary, but we can say like using cloudshell as well. Okay, but this is again through management console. Okay, cool. So let's go with that. The first option is Chrome. Open, then we can see aws.amazon.com, you'll get it. Or you have that wait a moment, where is the user ID? So not the user ID. Okay, yeah. So if I hit enter, it's asking me for Samir_admin, and then I'm just typing my username and password. Okay, so this is the first way of accessing AWS services. If I want EC2, I clicked on EC2, I can see the screen, I can see various options. This is first way. And if you want S3, you can search any services. First way is done. Now what is the second way? Second way is through the command line interface. So CLI means command line interface. Okay. Yeah, where is it? I think we have type in here. So first way we already did, which is good. Now we'll talk about CLI. So CLI is nothing but you have to download a piece of software on your Windows or Mac or Linux GUI laptop. Okay, so in order to do that, what you have to do is go to Google, just type AWS CLI Windows download. Okay, now the first option, you can click on it. So here it says Windows, click on Windows, and then it's just give this page, download and run the AWS CLI. If you're using Mac or Windows, you can click on the respective things. So I'm using Windows, so I'm clicking on download and run it. So I clicked on MSI, so it's downloading here. So I'm opening this MSI file. So it will ask you for a series of steps. Hit on next, accept the license agreement, hit on next, and then install. It will ask you yes or no. You hit yes. Okay, perfect. Now it is installed. I'm just hitting on finish. Now in order to verify whether the AWS CLI is installed or not, go for the CMD command prompt and just type AWS version. So it should say something about version, which says AWS CLI. What is the version number? 2.4.7. Python is included with this version. Blah 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 blah. So AWS CLI version 2 is installed successfully, which is good. Now what is the next step, Samir? AWS CLI is installed. Now what is the next step? How can you access from this black screen of your laptop from the command prompt? How can you access your AWS services? So for this you have to configure something. Okay, how can you configure? Okay, let's do that for you. There is a command called AWS space configure. Yeah, when you hit it, it will ask you the AWS access key ID, secret key access key ID, blah blah. These four things it will ask. Okay, and if you remember a couple of videos back, I was explaining you about the access key ID and secret key access ID. Okay, when I created Samir admin account, I downloaded the CSV file. So this is a CSV file. If you were following up with me, you would have done the same thing. So go to your downloads folder, look for the CSV file where you're downloaded, and I got these things here. See this? Username, password, access key is my user ID for this, and secret key access key is my password. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just follow with me. In your command prompt, just type AWS space configure. Okay, and there are other tags as well, hyphen profile. You can create a profile for dev, production, test, but those things we'll talk about it later. But for now, just to kickstart, AWS space configure, hit enter. It'll ask you for the AWS access key ID. So where is my access key ID? Let me open my Excel file. Access key ID, this, copy, and then paste it here. Okay, now it's asking for AWS secret access key. Secret access key, copy, paste it. Now it's asking for the default region name. So my default region name in AWS console is, let me open it. I'm always checking for Mumbai. So Mumbai, what's the code for Mumbai? AP-South-1. Okay, so let's open the command prompt. Now I'm just typing AP-South-1. Okay, default output format, you can keep it none, no problem, or you just type text, anything is fine. I'm just keeping it as none, enter. Okay, now AWS is configured. Now you've done something. Okay, you have put the username and password for your AWS, and it will communicate. Now it is communicating via CLI. Now if you type AWS space S3 ls, it will give you some details. See, it's giving me some data, and that is through Windows command prompt. Okay, I'm getting 2 buckets. So wherein in this, if you see whether these 2 buckets are there or not, absolutely you can check it. Say S3, hit the S3. Okay, perfect. So you got 2 buckets here, and you are seeing the same thing, AWS S3 ls. And if you want to see list of users, AWS, then IAM list-users, enter. See, I got Sagar, and that is his user ID. You will not get secret access ID here. Okay, so you'll get user ID, and what is the date, and what is the password last year too. So you'll get the same thing. This is Sham, this is Srinivas. So this is a beautiful way of accessing CLI things. I think that's all for now on this AWS CLI part. So AWS SDK, okay, I just want to talk about AWS SDK. AWS SDK is nothing but it's a software development kit, SDK. So SDK is nothing but it's a software development kit. So when a programmer is writing a program, so if say for example, so a programmer is writing a code, and in this code he can use AWS commands, and then which will communicate with the AWS services. Okay, so this is mainly for the developers for this. And I think these are all the 3 ways, and one more, the 4th way I was talking about is if you go to EC2, just hit on EC2, and then there is this option called cloudshell. If you hover your mouse here, so I'm talking about here, okay, see this one, I'm talking about this. Okay, so this we call it as a cloud shell. If you hit on cloud shell, so this is also another way of communicating with AWS, but again you have to log into the console. That is a different part. So when you log in here, it will create your temporary environment. Okay, so if you say I've logged into the cloud shell, okay, so now if I'm executing the same, okay, AWS IAM list hyphen users, so I'll be getting the list of users. So this is also an easy AWS S3 LS, so I'll be getting the list of buckets. Okay, so and also here you can create some file. It's all temporary. For example, echo, this is the temporary doc, something like that, and then I'm just typing sami.txt. So now if you type ls minus l, okay, so samir.txt cat samir, so you have that file. Okay, if you want to download some file after you created, you can click on actions and then you can click on download file. So you have to give the path of this. So what's my path here? So this is a path. So you just copy this and then click on actions and then click on download file and then slash samir.txt, hit on download. So you can download it from the cloud shell to your laptop. So if you hit on samir.txt in your downloads folder, you will have that file here. Okay, so this is a temporary doc. And also same thing, you can click on upload file. If you want to upload some file from your laptop to the cloud shell, you can do that. Okay, and also you can split into rows. See, you can have two terminals, one terminal on the top, one terminal on the bottom. Okay, and then you can have split into columns. You can split into multiple columns as well. Okay, and what else? So you can restart the AWS cloud shell. If you hit restart, it will be restarted the entire thing and it will start from the beginning. So it will stop it. It will take a minute or two. Okay, now you see that I've restarted the shell. I'm just hitting ls, but still my file is there. Okay. And the last option is if you hit on actions, you can delete the AWS Cloud Shell directory. Hit on delete. That's it. So it will create a new environment and your files will be deleted. Okay, so that's all for today.